Dream Magic Girl.
Good morning. It's an editing morning today. I have Easter weekend done. I just don't have the final finishing touches done. So it'll be out shortly. And then, yeah, do something about the adventures today. Not sure what I'm doing. I'll figure it out though. There's tons of parks in this area. I will figure it out. So it turns out today is more of a relaxed day. It's absolutely crappy out. It started to pour and then almost a little bit of snow. Yeah, too yucky to do a park. Completely off the list. I went to the backyard a couple of times. I'm getting into some of the seated yoga videos though, and I'm going to create my own series of videos for when I go back to work because I'm going to run the yoga meditation program. I'm pretty sure anyway, which is kind of nice. I think I'm really going to enjoy that. I already do every other week an art program, and I love doing that as well. April in Ontario. You gotta love it, eh? Woohoo! Oh my god, I gotta drive home in this. It's awful. I don't want to drive in this. Good morning. Get up, make myself some coffee, see what's the weather today. Hopefully it's a better day. I slept okay. I kind of woke up restless at one point, though. I don't know why that happens, but it's definitely time for it. Oh, oh yeah, nothing like the smell of really good coffee in the morning. I don't know why. I'm full of questions this morning, but it just smells so good. So, I've decided to take it easy this morning and have a hot tub. I only opened like half of it when John's not around. It's a lot easier with that. Oh, that feels so good though. Need to relax a little bit. Did like a my camera stuff this morning, which was interesting. Learning all about shutter, ISO, and aperture, and how they all relate to each other and to color and sharpness and light, dark. How you can get special effects on your pictures if you want. So I'm gonna have to try some of that out. There's a guy I've been watching on YouTube that makes what he calls magical photography. It is actually really cool. Obviously, he's not just using a camera, though. He's going into like an editing thing like Photoshop or Photopea, which is what I have, a free version. There's also GIMP Shop, which is a free share version. So, yeah. Get the bubblies going. I gotta add some water to the tub today, too. Oh, meditation time. Oh. Well, usually I talk about, happy, peaceful things on my channel, but I really feel But it's important to touch on this topic. If you have kids watching, it's a sensitive topic. You might not want to let them, depending on their age, watch this. But here goes. So this is in honor of Jennifer Pollock. She was murdered on Saturday, March 30th, Easter weekend in Ajax. My heart goes out to her family. This should happen to nobody. And I'm going to give you some statistics on how often this does happen. Doesn't always end in death, but it just shouldn't be happening. So let's first talk about the issue, IPV, intimate partner violence or domestic violence. It is a prevalent form of gender-based violence, also GBV. It refers to multiple forms of harm caused by a current or former intimate partner or spouse. IPV can happen in many forms of relationships, marriage, common law, dating relationships. It happens regardless of gender and sexual orientation of the partners, and at any time during a relationship, even after it's ended. It can occur in both public and private spaces, as well as online, and can include physical abuse, criminal harassment such as stalking, sexual violence, emotional and psychological abuse, financial abuse, spiritual abuse, reproductive coercion, coercion control, and technology facilitated violence such as cyber violence. Now let's get to the facts, but keep in mind that those who experience IPV often do not report it to the police for a variety of reasons, including fear of stigma and shame, the belief that the abuse is a private matter, fear of court system intervention, or lack of trust in the criminal justice system, which actually is justified because very often these guys get away with it. So, yeah, now we'll get on to the numbers. So, in 2019, the police reported data in Canada was that of 107,810 people aged 15 and over who experienced intimate partner violence, 79% were women. As in previous years, 2019 rates of IPV were more than 3.5 times higher among women than among men, 536 versus 149 per 100,000 population. The self-reported data for 2018 is really sad. Overall, 44% of women who have ever been in an intimate partner relationship, about 6.2 million women aged 15 and over reported experiencing some kind of psychological, physical, or sexual abuse in the context of an intimate relationship in their lifetime. More specifically, women were significantly more likely than men to have experienced any form of IPV, including physical abuse, sexual abuse, and psychological abuse. Everyone is vulnerable to it, but some populations seem to be experiencing it a little bit more. It looks like Indigenous communities still are experiencing it more. You know, the difference would be 61% for them and 44% for non-Indigenous women, as well as transgender, and people with disabilities, unfortunately, are also at a higher risk. Now that I've discussed the issue and defined it, what can you do to help? Well, I've attached this visual, and I'm going to leave it up for a minute. And it gives some really good pointers on how to help somebody who has gone through intimate partner violence or trauma of any kind, really.
Have opinions on how I'm living my van life. Van life is living in a van. If I wake up in a van and I go to bed in a van, or you wake up in a van and you go to bed in a van, no matter what you do during the day, you're still living the van life. Don't live van life the way other people think you need to. It's not always about travel. It's not always about living cheap. It's not always living minimal and not having all the toys and goodies that you want in your vehicle. It's not always about that. It's about that for who wants to make it about that. Live your van life the way you want to live it with zero F's about what anybody else thinks.
Yes, you are. You're so cute.
If people don't like how I'm living it. And I know a lot of us would love to go play in the bush absolutely every day.
Happy Friday, everybody. Good morning. Having coffee, trying to make a plan for the day. I'll let you know what it is soon. So I'm up and showered, and I'm doing research now for the yoga meditation seated version or adapted version. Yeah, and later on today, when I'm feeling a little bit more beautiful, I'm going to try and do the video and do the exercises and then put together something fun that does maybe like an hour long meditation yoga combination. I had grilled cheese and a bit more coffee already this morning. And now it's like 1 o'clock or 1:25, I think. I'm going to go for a nap just for a little bit, and then I'm taking the dogs for a walk in the park. So I'm going to take a look before I fall asleep and decide which park, and I'll let you know when I wake. Night. Almost forgot to mention, we booked our first night at a provincial park for like the 23rd of May, which is a Thursday, for that nice beachfront spot. Fern Park Conservation Area offers visitors a great spot for fishing, bird watching, and nature photography. It's not a very big park, but the dogs and I had it all to ourselves, and we had an absolutely wonderful time. As nice as it was, I have to rate this park as not wheelchair accessible. There's no paved anything and logs across the somewhat of a trail that they seem to have. I'm going out for dinner with my son, Chris. Yeah, gonna have to let the dogs out first, and I gotta go get something on that's a little bit more for going out for dinner. All right, tried to pretty up a little bit. How's that? Had a really good dinner out tonight, and I'm back, finished some chores, and gonna just chill. Good morning. Another beautiful day. I've already done a hot tub and a 20-minute meditation, and yeah, gonna get my day started. Have some smoothie for breakfast. So totally healthy, positive day. Here was my meditation partner for the morning meditation in the hot tub. A mama bird taking care of her babies on the nest. She comes back every year, or maybe one of her family. Not sure if it's her every time. It could be her daughter. All right. Here I've got some very excited dogs. Look at them. 1, 2, and there's 3 down there somewhere. I don't know if you can see her hiding. But yeah, we're heading off to a park to explore again today. It's gorgeous actually today. The sun is shining and yeah, just too nice to not go.
Hey you, I think you should know. Hey you, I'm feeling it so. Hey you, now where do you go? Hey you should let it flow. I do think you care. Do you hear my prayer?
Picture perfect day. Look at it out here. I'm at a marsh with bulrushes, no people around. Dogs have been having a blast. So, gonna come back here and explore some more real soon.
Hey you, see I told you so. Hey you, I'm ready to go. Hey you, hey you, I miss you.
The waterfront trail at the end of Liberty and into the industrial area is definitely wheelchair accessible. Everything's paved. Real nice. Yeah, and lots of paths and stuff. Doing subs for dinner tonight. Just at the Mr. Sub in Bowmanville. Great place to grab it. I ended up going back in the evening and doing my yoga meditation, the meditation part of some footage for one of my videos of me actually on the beach. Yeah. Anyway, gonna sign out for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. I always answer. And bye for now.